On Saturday, January 3rd, we have the first full moon of 2026 happening in the sign of Cancer, and I already made a video all about the energy of this full moon, so if you want more information on that, then be sure to click my profile and watch over there. But now in this video, I thought that I would, talk about some ways to work with this full moon energy. So first and foremost, feel your feelings, let yourself feel however you're feeling. And so if that means having like a really deep cry, then let yourself cry. Or maybe you're needing to have a good belly laugh, and so let yourself laugh and watch something funny. Like I said, this is not the time to shove your emotions down, but rather express your emotions, especially those ones that may have been pent up for a long time. Also take stock of where you are emotionally right now and really, take stock of your own emotional bandwidth. Looking at where you may be overfunctioning or carrying more than you actually need to. Also take some time to check in on your own emotional boundaries. Looking at where you may need more help or more support, or, looking at where you may need to say no more, or, at least just not right now. This is also the time to pay attention to your emotional reactions that may be coming up now as well. And, looking at, the pattern that tends to come up when you feel triggered. Like maybe you have a pattern of isolating when you're like feeling these really intense emotions, or maybe you ruminate, or maybe you had to learn how to be the strong one and you never learned how to ask for help or support. And so again, this full moon is going to be lighting up those emotional reactions and those patterns that we kind of default to. And then as these patterns come up, actively working on healing those patterns and working on, releasing the unhelpful part. Like, if you had to learn how to be the strong one and you didn't learn how to ask for help, maybe releasing that and actually asking for help and asking for support when you need it. Take some time to reflect on what safety and security actually feels like for you as well. This full moon is kind of like our invitation to rest and nurture and nourish ourselves on a really deep level and really fill up our own cup. And so that means like, maybe cooking your favorite comfort meals, or, it could also be, ordering in and getting takeout and, cozying up with a warm blanket and your favorite book, or, watching like your favorite comfort movie or your favorite comfort shows, whatever just like fills up your cup. And just really nurturing yourself, and maybe it's like a salt bath or something like that. I know that we are just like freshly in this new year, and so a lot of people are wanting to like, hit the ground running and, doing those New Year's resolutions, but this is kind of like a slow and gentle start to the year. This is also a powerful time of release and letting go of those things that no longer serve us. This full moon is really helping to remind us that, caring for ourselves and nurturing ourselves and really just taking good care of ourselves is